Nah, he ain't blood related. But I'm not saying friends, but it's crazy how you got 10 siblings out here struggling. I'm sleeping on the couch.
Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be discussing Glorilla and how you must protect yourself from toxic family members to ascend. If you haven't seen by now, Glorilla's sister is online and she is exposing Glorilla, saying that she doesn't take care of her siblings. Her siblings are sleeping on air mattresses and moving from couch to couch. Meanwhile, Glorilla is taking care of her friends, and she doesn't feel like it is fair that her and her 10 siblings are struggling while their sister is a celebrity and is famous. Now, before we hop into the video, I want to start off with a quick disclaimer by saying that I do not know any of the people in this video. Everything that I'm saying is allegedly, and I am using these images within guidelines of fair use. So let's get into it. So I want to start off by saying that my grievances really goes to, Glorilla, and I'm very sorry that she's dealing with this. Like, when I see Glorilla, she, to me, represents an underdog story. And I'm a huge fan of underdog stories. I've always root for the underdog. And she's always a positive light. I've never really seen her, talk crap about other women, even her competition. She's always supported other female rappers. She's quick to do a feature. She's quick to support other people. And, we literally watched her, glow up, get herself done, start tapping into her femininity and everything. And now she has family that's online that's being extremely disrespectful and trying to expose her online. So here is the thing with toxic family members. Toxic family members will cause harm to your mental health. They will disrupt you. They will punish you. They will say all these things to you that are disrespectful. They won't help with any of the things that you worked on. And all of a sudden, when you become successful, they feel entitled to your success or your earnings just because you are ahead of them or you're privileged now and they're your family members in their blood. I just don't understand this. To Glorilla's sister is, ma'am, you are a able-bodied woman. And allegedly, when they pull back some court documents, Glorilla's own sister had pulled out a knife and, tried to harm Glorilla. Apparently, she has a history of trying to harm Glorilla, allegedly. So you've tried to cause physical harm on Glorilla, right? And you tried to abuse her, but yet you feel like she owes you anything. Ma'am, she doesn't owe you nothing. It is not her fault that her parents or y'all parents birthed 10 siblings and you think all of a sudden she can take care of all you guys. For one, you don't even know how much money she's making. Most people understand that most artists, especially when they're new, they're not getting a lot of money. So she may be touching some money, but who says that she's touching enough money where she can afford to take care of 10 siblings? And ma'am, were you around when she was struggling? Were you around when she was writing raps? Where was your support when she was coming up? And then she's like, oh, okay, well, I want $2,500 in order for me to stop exposing my sister. You call Glorilla every name in the book. You call her all kinds of B's names. Clearly ratchet, clearly toxic, right? But you expect her to give you money in the same breath. You want help, you want assistance, but you can't give her grace. You can't give her respect. And you're trying to tarnish her brand by talking negatively about her online. And that's what people will do. People will talk about you. They will throw dirt on your name. They will say a bunch of negative things about you because she wants other people to, go against Glorilla so that they can be friends of her, or she can take away her celebrity and her, popularity because she's jealous. So you're jealous. And then she gets the $2,500 from Tory Lanez, allegedly. And apparently Tory Lanez said, to not bring that to the public. She still felt the need to bring it to the public. She still requested, money and wanted to continue to expose Glorilla, right? So is it really about the money? Are you really struggling? Or is it just you need attention? You're calling out for attention, and you're just jealous of your own sister. You're jealous of your own sister's success. And Glorilla, as the chosen one, clearly she's a chosen one out of 10 siblings. She's the only one that's successful. So God probably chose her as the light and the anchor of the family member. And she received blessings. Now, what she did with those blessings, that's up to her because she put the work in, right? But he chose someone in her family to help them escape from poverty. And who knows what else Glorilla experienced, because when you look at some of her interviews, Glorilla spoke on, sleeping from couch to couch, being homeless. So clearly she wasn't getting a lot of support from her family. So as a bright star who has ascended, she removed herself out of a toxic situation in order to get ahead. When you're powerful and you're gifted and you're a chosen one, especially as a woman, you have to remove yourself from people that are toxic, whether they're blood or not. You have to remove yourself from the group. You cannot have people in your life that are disrespectful, that are energy vampires, that are energy pullers when you want to get ahead, because they'll never understand. They're going to always want to pull you down to her level. Can you imagine if Glorilla still had that kind of sister in her life that, was around her because she had money and she felt like she was entitled to it? Like, forget supporting Glorilla. Forget, supporting her music and, being proud of what she's done. You've used your time and attention to use Glorilla for her name and attention and fame so that you can get up on celebrity blogs for exposing your sister. Why would you want to expose someone that you care for? Now, I know people would say, but that's family. That's family. That's family. She take care of me. She does family. No, not when they're toxic. And maybe the friends that she's allegedly taking care of, or she's willing to give gifts, maybe those friends were supportive. Maybe she received more support from her friends as she was on the up and coming. And so she blessed them back, and she didn't receive a lot of support from her family. And from what I've seen, she gifted her dad a car. Who knows what else she's done for her family. Other siblings have said that, she does look out. She does what she can. But the entitlement from toxic family members is what gets me. The entitlement, the audacity that you think, because you knew me when I didn't have anything, that I owe you something. I don't owe you anything, ma'am. Ma'am, this is my path. This is not your path. You may be successful in something else. And with her sister, she's entertaining, obviously. She makes all these jokes. She's ratchet. Maybe you're good for something like Zeus. Why don't you focus on being a comedian, getting on reality TV or something? Why are you trying to use your sister, for a come up? So you see how, she paints Glorilla as the bad guy, but yet she's willing to use the bad guy name to get ahead. Do you see that? And the thing with toxic family is a lot of times the hate and stuff that you're going to receive, you're going to be backdoored, because if you turn a blind eye to people like this and people that are toxic like this and people that are around you in your circle, you will be backstabbed. I believe, allegedly, she probably would be the type that would probably steal from Glorilla. This is a very toxic family, clearly grown up in the hood, doesn't really know anything about, status or, class or anything. Like, you can't come with. Everybody can't go. Everybody can't. When you extend, you become a target. And when you deal with people, family members or not, who have not done the work, they become chaotic and they cause chaos within your life. And so in this case, you have a family member that is trying to put Glorilla into the guilt trap to try to keep her tethered to a past that she's clearly have grown out of. She's in a whole different area in her life. She has detoxified her life. She has obtained some wealth, and she's moved away from her past that was very toxic and wasn't feasible at all. And the thing is, you and Glorilla, you guys both have the same 24 hours. You come from the same household, and look what she was able to do and what you weren't able to do, or you haven't done it yet. And it's not that she probably couldn't do it. It's the fact that you're too busy comparing yourself to your own sister instead of trying to grow. I personally, I don't even talk to my sister. I don't talk to my siblings. I talk to one family member out of my whole family because I come from a background of toxic family as well. And I care about my peace more. I care about who I am as a person more, protecting my peace, protecting my energy instead of allowing others to come into my life and cause chaos. You have to be selfish with your time, with your energy, and who you allow yourself to be around. And detachment is not an act of war. It's literally just you practicing self-preservation. You can love someone from a distance, all while giving them no access. You have to decide, am I going to be the martyr for my family, or am I going to practice and do better for a new way of living? You need to start traveling light. You can't carry the weight of someone's unhealed trauma and expect to reach summit. So Glorilla's situation is just an example of, even when you make it, someone from the old world will try to claim it. Don't let them. If you ever had to go to no contact with a family member, or if you relate and you want to share a story and you're new here, drop a diamond in the chat. Let's talk in the chat. What do you guys think about the Glorilla situation? Have you detoxified yourself from your own family? Have you had a sibling try to use you, or a family member, whether it's a parent, any other relative that try to use you for your financial gain as you are successful now in extending? Let me know in the comment. And as always, remember to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will catch you in the next video.